All right, so I was out exploring the wilderness, and lo and behold, I happened upon an abandoned cemetery. It has this nice information thing. It's the Dawson Hackett Cemetery. George was born in 1842. He married Lucy in 1847. They've been married 37 years on the night by the 1900 census, meaning they married in 1863 before the end of the Civil War and emancipation. His obituary says he lived in Parker County about 50 years. So it appears he and Lucy arrived here the same year they married, perhaps in the Prince Memorial AME Church in Weatherford that had been established in 1854. In 1854, the state of Texas granted Columbus Edelman and his assignee, Abraham Pipkin, 320 acres of land. Both Edelman and Pipkin. In 1863, Abraham willed the land. Oh my goodness. So they sold to George 80 acres out of the survey to George Dawson for $250. I'll take 80 acres for $250. That same year, Ellen Huffman sold 4 steers to Dawson. Dawson built a home on the hill located south of the cemetery. In 1882, Dawson purchased another 116 acres for $400, and later a couple of Weatherford town lots in conjunction with his son-in-law, Charlie Hackett, who had married Dawson's daughter, Lou Ann, in 1889. The 1880 U.S. Census shows there are 8 children at home, 4 sons and 4 daughters. The oldest is George Dawson Jr., 13. The census record states he could read and write, a rarity for anyone at that time. By the 1900 census, Lucy says she had birthed 14 children and that 10 are living. I mean, golly. Pull out, why don't you? Perhaps one or more of the deceased children were the first burials at the cemetery, but no records have yet been found. Lucy died July 15, 1905, and is the first recorded burial at the cemetery. The location of her plot is not known. The same year their daughter, Susan Melissa Dawson Welch, died and was buried at the cemetery. Her plot is also not known. All the recognizable graves except one are designated by native stone. The only grave with a marker is that of a child. It is a small stone of a drooping rosebud with the inscription, "Budded on earth to bloom in heaven." The middle of the marker that contained the name and dates is missing. In 1909, Dawson sold a 100-foot by 600-foot strip of land to the Grand United Order of Oddfellows for use as a cemetery. It was in their possession until deeded to the Abandoned Cemetery Association of Parker County in 2022. George died November 19th of 1913 and is buried in town. He had moved into town to live with one of his daughters and her family. In the vernacular political realities of the day, his obituary in the Daily Herald states, "He was one of the old-time sort of darkies, with high-minded principles and very religious, being always engaged in an argument with the white folks on religious topics. He was one of the few negros in Weatherford who always voted the Democrat ticket. Dawson was highly thought of by his white friends." God dang, dude. Charlie Hackett and how times have changed. Charlie Hackett and Dawson's daughter Lou Ann inherited the land. They sold it to her brother in 1914. He died in 1918 and was buried at the cemetery. His grave location is not known either. There appear to be at least 21 graves. A diligent search has yet to find the names of other burials. Well, let's go visit these folks. You know, they just have like little PVC markers. And there's a nice little rest area to visit with the ghost. Let's see. There's native stone, or there's just a little bit of rocks there. Looks like there was sorry, don't mean to be stepping on you, buddy. Is there anything written on this one? No. Oh, here we go. Oh man, this one fell over. Let's get you back up there. Here we go. Here's that little baby. 1908. Budded on earth to bloom in heaven. Oh. Wow. You know, that seems like life goals. Not to die, but there's an R.I.P. rip. But I don't know. Seems like he made good for himself, and so did his family, and kept the family together in life and in death. And I think that's a pretty honorable thing. Rest in peace, Dawson's and whoever else.